You ever hear a story so wild, so crooked, you almost want to laugh right up until you realize, yeah, that actually happened to your own kid? That's me right now, still shaking my head as I tell you this. And honestly, before I dive in, I gotta know, where are you watching from? Go ahead, drop your country in the comments. Because what went down in my quiet little California neighborhood could happen just about anywhere, and I want to see how far this story travels. So, picture this: my son Michael, 14 years old, built like a string bean, the kind of kid who apologizes if he bumps into a chair. He's walking home from his shift at the grocery store. Nothing special, just a normal Wednesday night. But then out of nowhere, a black SUV creeps up alongside him. Windows tinted, no plates. You'd recognize just the sort of car you get nervous about even in broad daylight. Two guys hop out, both in these cheap knockoff uniforms with patches stitched on their sleeves. HOA cops, the patches say. I kid you not, HOA cops. That's the kind of day it was about to become. Michael freezes. Who wouldn't? One of the guys, tall and mean-eyed, flashes this flimsy badge, looked like something you'd win at a carnival. Neighborhood ordinance, he says, all business. No minors walking around unsupervised after dark. You're coming with us. My kid stammers. I live right here. I'm just walking home. No dice. The second guy, shorter but twice as nasty, shoves him. Save it. We enforce the rules. You're detained, just like that. Michael's got more grit than you'd think. As they twist his arms behind his back, his phone slips from his pocket. He gives it a little kick, slides it under a bush. Nobody notices. Later, that's going to change everything. But right then, they haul him off, bundle him into the back of that SUV, and peel away, leaving nothing behind but his phone and a patch of scuffed sidewalk. Now back at home, I'm setting the table, glancing at the clock. Michael's never late. He texts if he so much as stops for ice cream. 30 minutes go by, then 40. I get that itch in my gut only a parent knows. I open our family locator app, Michael's phone. Not moving. Pinged near an old, busted-up strip mall miles from his normal route. I call. Straight to voicemail. Again and again, nothing. That's when panic turns to action. I grab my keys, call my deputy. Yeah, I got one on speed dial, and you'll understand why in a second, and I'm out the door, spot the black SUV parked by the strip mall tucked in the shadows. No markings, plates, registered private. I whisper the plate number into my phone. 30 seconds later, my deputy calls back, "Boss, those aren't real law enforcement." "Want backup?" I say. "Not yet. Not till I see my son. So there I am, crouched behind a dumpster, like I'm on some late-night stakeout, heart jackhammering, but my mind sharp. I watch as the two men drag Michael into the shell of an old office building. He stumbles but doesn't fight. Even from a distance, I see his shoulders shake. He's scared, but he's not broken. Not my boy. And here's the thing, they thought they were grabbing just another random kid. They had no clue who his mother was. Because I'm not just Michael's mom. I'm the district attorney for this whole county. And I swear to you, the law was about to land on their heads so hard, they'd wish they'd just stuck to handing out pool passes. I put my phone on record, zoom in through a busted window, try to keep my hand steady. Michael's zip-tied to a folding chair like some mob movie extra. The tall one is pacing, barking out charges like it's a real courtroom. You broke neighborhood rules. No minors out at night. Your parents will need to pay $500 if you want to go home. My blood runs cold. Extortion. Pure and simple. The second guy's leaning against the wall, scrolling on his phone, snickering. What if mommy and daddy don't cough up? Guess we call child services. He laughs like it's a big joke. That's when I see red, but I keep my cool barely. I call my deputy back. This is a kidnapping. 2 men, fake uniforms, private vehicle, my son's restrained. I'm going in. He says, "We're rolling 4 minutes out. Don't go alone." I don't even answer. Sitting still isn't in my DNA, not when my kid's in trouble. So I step out of my car, heels scraping gravel, nerves like live wires. I flash my real badge, the one that actually means something, and kick the door open so hard it echoes down the hall. District Attorney Monroe, I shout. Unhand that child now. They freeze. For a second, nobody breathes. Then the tall one tries to bluster. You can't just barge in. I look him dead in the eye. Actually, I can. You're in violation of federal law, impersonating an officer, kidnapping, extortion. Shall I keep going? The second guy's phone slips from his hand. He mumbles, "She's bluffing." I step forward, voice like steel. Try me. You just abducted the DA's son. Right then, red and blue lights flash through the boarded windows. Sirens wail, getting closer by the second. You ever see grown men go from smug to scared in half a heartbeat? Because that's what happened next. The cops burst in real ones this time. Weapons drawn but steady, hands where we can see them, one shouts. The two imposters freeze, all their bravado leaking out. I rush to Michael, kneel down, snap the zip ties with a flick of my wrist. He throws his arms around me, shaking so hard my own hands start to tremble. "It's okay, honey. I'm here. You're safe now." The taller fake cop tries to talk, stammering. "We were just enforcing rules. This isn't what it looks like." I turn on him full prosecutor mode. "No, it's worse. You're being arrested for impersonating a federal officer, kidnapping, extortion, and child endangerment. And I will personally see that every charge sticks." The lead officer nods, already taking notes, but I'm not done. I lay out every statute, every penalty, right there in front of them so they know exactly what's coming. Life in prison isn't just a threat, it's a promise. The room's so quiet you could hear a pin drop except for Michael's shaky breaths. As they cuff the two men, one tries one last time to wriggle free. We thought it was legal. We were told the HOA needed enforcement. I step in close, voice low, but cold as ice. Authority doesn't come from a patch you order online. It comes from the law, and the law is what's going to bury you. Outside, the air's cold, almost clean. Patrol lights strobe red and blue across Michael's pale face as I walk him to my car. He looks up, voice barely above a whisper, "Mom, I knew you'd come." I kiss his forehead, always. The two imposters get loaded into separate cruisers, all their fake authority peeling away like bad wallpaper. Their future's sealed. No HOA board, no nervous president, no slimy lawyer is going to shield them now. As for me, I finally let the weight settle in. This wasn't just about Michael. This was about making sure nobody ever tries to play God with a badge and a kid's future in my county again. So, yeah, maybe you started this story thinking, that could never happen where I live. Or maybe you've seen folks try to push their luck, wave a fake rule book around and hope nobody calls them out. But let me ask you this, where do you draw the line? When does authority cross into abuse? And if it was your child, what would you do? Drop your thoughts below. Tell me your HOA horror stories, your run-ins with fake power. Because justice, it isn't just about the courtroom, it's about what you do every single day when the chips are down. If you believe in standing up for what's right, hit that like, subscribe, and share your story. You never know, your words might be the thing that stops the next fake badge in its tracks.